So, well, today's fire is bringing back a lot of memories of another deadly apartment fire that happened in Silver Spring. Also, this was back in 2016. Laws were put into place after 7 people lost their lives at the Flower Branch Apartments. And our Jacqueline Matter tonight learning that those laws might not have been followed over the last several years. What did you find out, Jacqueline?
Angie, tonight we spoke to some of the people who lived at Flower Branch apartment complex 6 years ago. They say the explosion here at Friendly Gardens in Silver Spring brings back a lot of tragic memories for them.
The explosion. We sit eating the dinner with my family. A lot of people jumping with the buildings because it's a fire.
Since that August day in 2016, when 7 people died at the Flower Branch Apartments, measures have been put in place to prevent another tragedy.
It was reminiscent of a lot of the traumatic scene in back then of this apartment building, 3-4-story apartment building that had just been leveled and collapsed.
Officials say a failed mercury regulator was to blame.
It is certainly true that the Flower Branch explosion uncovered the fact that there are hundreds of mercury regulators in apartment buildings all over Montgomery County, but also Prince George's County and D.C.
Following that explosion, 2 laws were put in place in Montgomery County. One would require landlords to report mercury regulators. The other would require problematic properties in the county to be inspected every 1 to 3 years. County documents show the apartments at Friendly Gardens, where Thursday's explosion took place, haven't been inspected since 2018.
For any property to go 4 years like this property did is a complete violation of law.
Councilmember Tom Hucker tells us the county has publicly acknowledged they stopped inspections, blaming the ongoing pandemic.
Did Montgomery County suspend in-person inspections during COVID-19 throughout this pandemic?
Yes, according to the county executive, they did.
Okay,
and he defends that decision. The fact that we haven't been inspecting thousands of apartments in Montgomery County for the last several years is really a travesty and should never have been allowed.
Documents also show during Friendly Gardens' last inspection, only 21 of the 85 units were inspected and 35 violations were found. Fox 5 spoke to residents here earlier who say they've reported issues several times to no avail.
And I really hope that it spurs a more serious commitment to tenant protections from the executive branch.
Now, we did reach out to the county executive's office on multiple platforms trying to get a hold of him, as well as the Department of Housing, to ask them about these suspended inspections throughout this pandemic. We have yet to hear back from either offices. Back to you.